Welcome back, welcome back. Hope you're doing alright. You know? Um just wanna really give women a little reality check, you know? And it's come to my awareness that it needs to be checked every now and again, you know? Now, as a woman, I'm sure you're listening to this like, yo, you who the fuck do you think you is? You ain't gonna check me. Um I got checked by this. So if it makes you feel upset as a woman, imagine what it makes you feel as a man not knowing this information to humble yourself, to gain appreciation for other men that came before you, and women, because you have did your contribution in ways you don't know. Now, I just had a nice little talk, random, and it ended with a little hostility. Intellectual hostility. I love intellectual hostility. Barbaric arguments are stupid, but hostility still hostility. So, as I'm speaking to this woman, it gets onto the topic of man and woman and, reality. And I've come to find out a lot of women, although you should feel great because you share a very big, responsible part of this reality. I don't want to take that away from you or nothing, you know? This is not a dick swinging contest of, oh, we're men. I'm automatically better than you. Wow, wow. No, because there's some women that are better than a lot of men, you know? And certain scenarios that I talk about um, will clearly demonstrate that, yeah, women with it. Like, basically saying, I think we were on, like, talking about the survival of, like, reality. Like, somehow we got down to survival, and because of I think we were talking about like true freedom and shit like that, and being able to go do things, build things, and go in the world and do. And I brought up the fact that men are the greatest and worst thing in the world for women because of our power. Period. Like, women are equal to men. But that's only to a good man, a righteous man. Ugh. Because the righteous man understands your power and he needs your power. You know? It's like the circle of life. A righteous man understands that I can't continue life without you. So, you kind of hold a good half of this thing called reality we live in. You get it? Other men that are corrupted, they don't give a fuck. And women just don't seem to really understand the fact that there are only two men in the world. Men that want to take the world and do whatever the fuck they want to do. And then there's the righteous men. And we've lost. I ain't even gonna say we're losing, we've lost. And they've made you like lose this reality of the true scope and power of your man. All men, not all men, because what I'm going to speak about, even I haven't graced the fucking thresholds of it yet. Every man wants to, contribute, and be a part of this thing, this fight against my father's world and surviving it, and say, listen, no matter what you're throwing at me, we're fucking still here. Women don't understand that, because we built the fucking world you live in. And you just don't understand that we're in a world, right? We're in the Lord's world. In the Lord's world, there are fucking vicious animals that'll rip your body apart. There's no talking, there's no bargaining, there's none of that. And it's not evil. It needs to eat. It's got to feed its children. And you're the fucking meal, and that's it. Doesn't hate you. It has to do what it has to do. That's the way it was built. And you were built to, be smart, get away, or trap the thing, or dispose of it. Now, I know when I touch the nerve of, because I've seen the trigger so many times on camera, other men before me. And, I do this in real life, and I've seen other men talk about these things. And men always try to explain to women, like, yo, bro, the things I'm saying, I even have to show gratitude to, because, motherfucker, I wasn't there. I didn't build these things. But I'm living in this fucking world right now, and I know goddamn well, as fucked up as shit is, I be loving every invention all those men built. I love that men died building the railroads. I love that men fucking took all these things that are built off fucking regular ass guys that slaved their whole fucking life. They didn't die in fucking beaches and with fucking glory. You fucking kidding me? The men that build the fucking world died and when no one even knows who the fuck they are. The men that invented the things that lead into the future and go further. Nobody remembers them. No, I fucking talk about somebody, they don't even know his name. They don't even know who the fuck person is. No respect. But you enjoy the fruits of their labor. Not realizing you're not living in the world that they had to live in. Because they conquered it with these things. Now you get to live in this world. Beat your fucking chest. Have fucking weak ass ideologies and imaginary stories about how we could do this and do that. Nah, you can't do that without the things that have been here. Now, it always goes down to what most men always say. They be like, listen, if you put a woman in the woods, because you got to get them away from all of man's inventions. That's one test. And just say, go in the woods and survive and thrive. Most women are not doing that. And of course, the modern woman will look around and say, more men can't do that. Yeah, but they had to dumb us down. You go back fucking 500 years, motherfucker, the average Joe lived in the woods. What are you talking about? Fuck you talk about? The average nigga knew all of that shit. That was regular shit. It's called living life. You get it? Because man civilized, man upgraded man's life so much, man don't gotta worry about how to live like that no more. You get it? Because men cared about men so much, we were like, we don't want you to have to fucking have those problems no more. It's disrespectful. Really is. When you've seen scientists prove these simple things, and you're literally not trying to throw it in a woman's face like the fucking cornballs doing, like, yo, you need me. No, you don't need me to survive. You could throw a woman, a clan of women and smart women and athletic, you put them in the woods, they're gonna live to their natural death, just like men would. You could separate the whole world right now. Put men on one side, women on the other. A lot of things would change on your side, though, that you would understand once you really got in that position. Women be like, nah, shit would be dope. No, it wouldn't. Because of the world we built. Men built a world that need men to maintain the fucking thing. Duh. When it comes to, like, the sewers and shit and all them hard jobs to, like, those big ass bolts where you gotta use that big ass wrench and you gotta be like a fucking bodybuilder guy to fucking to move it. See, you're gonna need to do that to maintain your city that we leave you in. You get it? The design of your city would not be the same way as it would be now. You would have to invent shit real fast. You get it? And women, that's why men always go to the past. Like, what happens if we took all those things away? And we said, now, go in them woods, a million strong, and go carve life. Go prove you could be like us. And start from the beginning. You know? How they say it was. No knowledge. So you know what I mean? Like, I be really, 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 really trying to make people understand. So you can appreciate, you could feel something besides this hatred of denying certain things. Like, it's pathetic. It makes me angry. Because I remember when I used to do it myself. And not really look around and be like, yo, if it wasn't for other motherfuckers, bro, life would suck. Thank God these people, existed. Thank God all these other people survived through all these different things. Because a lot of people, or when this woman versus man argument comes up, you always forget about my father's world is 100,000 times more brutal than the man's world. Man's world is brutal, bro. But y'all go out in that nature, yo, dog. It ain't it's personal. You get it? It ain't personal, but it's coming. Every day, every night. Everything in the fucking. Everything in that forest is trying to get rid of you. You think men are bad? I'll be in there. I go to the woods with the bear. Yeah, well, it's more than the bear there. You get it? It's all those things versus you. Let's not forget about the weather. It's not gonna shine when you want it to. It's not gonna not rain because you're having a fucking bad day you didn't eat. It's not gonna not drop to fucking 30 below. Nature's gonna do what it's designed to do. And you're gonna survive or you're not. And I say that so, like, any woman that actually wants to learn to, like, actually appreciate and start, like, actually understanding why you should, like, like men. Because why the fuck do you think we do all these things? Why do you think we build society? You think that we did that just for us? No. Everything would be more rugged if it was just for men. Shit is smooth and light, and because women like shit. Women like parties. Women like alcohols, and you get it? We like it too, but you make us make things better. We'd still be living in fucking caves if it was really up to us. We ain't gonna fuck. You want more shit. You seen that other nigga coming up with ideas and said, honey, you gotta do something. You get it? Women don't understand how much we actually love you. To create and make things better. Not only for ourselves, but you. Like I said, men are simple. We can deal, you know? A lot of men still can. A lot of men still love, and women do too. There's still women and men that still love that nature type life, you know? They're out there right now. I'm sure there's probably more men though. I wonder why. You know? Then we're gonna end it with this closer. If you truly hate men that much, right? I want you to prove it. I want you to go 1 month without using anything a man made. 1 month. And I want you to see how great your life is. Because when you start finding out every single thing around you, you know, the things that's really important, you're going to go to the corny shit. You know? Car, your phone, you know? Stupid things. I'm going to go to the things that are going to make you realize how much we loved you more than you loved you. Like tampons. You can't use those the whole month. You're done. You know? So when you're leaking, when your friend comes by, you know, you're gonna have to figure that out. You know? Then when you go to wash, well, I don't know if it was washcloths. I think that was invented by a woman. Not sure. But you know, once you start realizing a lot of those like Pampers and all these little things, your makeup, the glass, the toothbrush, your lights, your microwave. Once you can't cook food, once you gotta go back to making a fire and going to catch something, and you realize, oh shit, I can't go to the store, I gotta really, alright, how am I gonna eat? I can't use money, so I can't buy nothing. I can't go in the store because they invented that. So I gotta really feed myself. When it gets dark at night, I can't use these candles. I gotta figure out how to create light again. But I can't use the inventions that man made. I can't use batteries. I can't use science books. I gotta figure it the fuck out. And you don't have time to do that. So, you know. You get it? Once you gotta take your underwears off and walk around this motherfucker naked and figure out how you gonna be around and do things. And you start realizing, damn, I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't have this. I can't have that. Then you'll start appreciating. You know, you start looking at it like, yo, I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad good men exist. I'm gonna stop with that. Every man's a fucking bad guy. You know? Maybe you'll look some of these people up that invented the things. Maybe it'll give you a whole new appreciation. Because it'll be fun for the first 24 hours and you start realizing it. Because you'll have to start checking. Like, alright, I can't. You're going to know the simple things, you know? Phone, TV. But once you start realizing you got to take your socks off. You got to take your sneakers off. No more sneakers. No more designer shoes. Get it? You're going to have to go and look for what yous have created. Which would be really good because, you know, men are very wary of hearing, we did things, and then you don't even know the things you did. It's embarrassing. Don't ever say we did things and then it tarnished the fucking reality of all the women that actually did, and you can't even name 5 good things. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. And that's not to insult. It's to make you really start loving your fucking self and the women that stood before you and did things for you. Go look their fucking names up. That way, when you get in an argument with a man like me, you can stand on that. You know, you'll have something to stand on when I throw blows at you about what we did, and you won't feel like nothing because you'll understand you did things. And you'll have your sense of pride, like nigga. You couldn't even be here without me. Shut your fucking mouth. That's the one thing y'all always go to. You got a mother. You wouldn't be here without me. We're working on that. Don't worry. We're gonna figure that out soon. Like, this shit is retarded. I really don't like seeing women frustrated over those things. Because yous are really frustrated about how much we really love you. That's what it really is. You don't even get that. We defeat your arguments of we hate you by proving, are you sure? Because you sure do live in a really comfortable world where you can even tell me about, like, how uncomfortable it is. You get it? When 100 years, 400 years ago, no. You just complain and I just say, yeah, whatever. You get it? How do you think you got that? Because last time I checked, usually force is what gets things done. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't remember like women always say these silly things like we fought for this, we fought for that. Well, where the fuck is the footage? Where's the fucking? I want to see the footage. I want to see the bullet hole wounds. I want to see the dog bites. I want to hear about the fuck like, and yous have done these things to get to where, but like yous don't even know. Yous, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And I'm not looking up y'all history. I've done enough with looking up my enemies and enemies of my enemies and having to fucking show them like, nigga, I see you. Stop lying to me. I see you, nigga. It's pathetic, bro. It's crazy how far we have fallen mentally. So we can have these petty arguments about things that are so easily proven if you only upgraded your own now. Like, that's the sickest fucking thing I've realized about reality. We're arguing about things that should have been argued about 2,000 years ago. And we're starting to argue about these things now. I'm like, what? This is a debate? What? Stop. We're still fucking talking about what's wrong and what's right? Like, really? But I get it. We all haven't been a part of those things, so, you know. I don't know. It makes you feel left out. I didn't invent none of this shit. You know what I mean? But I enjoy it. And I give credit where credit's due. You know? And I'm sure women have. To me, like I always say, the world wouldn't be what it is without women. Men make things. You're like the muse, you know? Women forgot that. You're why we bring things forth. Because you want it. It's amazing how that works when we actually work together. Instead of arguing. All love, all praise to the Most High.